Go, 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 go.
So, Eric, what beverage are you addicted to cracking right now?
Um, I got that walkie slush in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sipping
This
the
that
lean?
thing, that thing bleeding, B.
Eh, It looks like it's some sort of purple drink. Another Zevia, another like off-brand organic cola.
You're goddamn right, Ty. I don't drink that fucking cancerous bullshit. All right, we only drink Zevia on this side.
I'm okay with that. I think big soda needs to be disrupted. Like we saw it happen with big beer and big wine, and now uh,
Big
I
beer.
I think the hipsters are going for big soda next.
I would be okay with that. I think big soda, could benefit because there's a lot of like redeeming qualities about it's like very
Hmm.
refreshing.
What a
It's
treat.
like it's really just a treat. And I can't think of a better thing to wash down 12 inches of sodium with than some alternative soda. Alt
Hmm.
soda.
Alt soda, if you will.
Hmm.
My biggest problem with the death of big beer, big problems with big beer, but
Uh-huh.
uh, a passion of mine that was took some auxiliary damage when big beer went down was the loss of the pitcher.
Wow, you're so right. I love pictures. I always
Hmm.
order a picture when I see it on a menu.
It's almost an extinct species at this point.
Yeah,
I really
it's
miss
so
them.
great because you're committing to like a lot of beer and like everyone knows what time it is when you fucking order that thing. Everyone's like, "Hell yeah, dude, we're drinking a picture."
It only goes downhill from
Wow.
there. Yeah, and like,
Our,
oh, it's so sad. No one's gonna get a picture of a triple IPA.
that's literally a death basket right there. But you know what? Our pictures nostalgic to you as well? Like when you think about pictures, I just think about like going out with my dad for like a cheeky pint. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's just like
Split a pitch.
so yeah, let's get a picture. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It's like weird like modern Mexican restaurants doing like sangria pictures, but that's not the same.
Hmm. I ordered a margarita pitcher the other day at a Mexican restaurant. It cost $75. I'm okay with that. You know me, big spender. But yeah, I definitely feel
Yeah.
nostalgic about the pitch. It brings me back to my like early 20s, peak drinking for T T-bone. Trying to order a pitcher all for myself at the dive bar. They'd always say that I need to have someone order with me. I'm too intoxicated to get the pitcher.
Oh my
It's
God,
like
dude,
I need adult supervision to order a pitcher.
that's so true. Dude, diners go through a lot, so I totally understand. Diners are
Hmm.
like the original Subway if you think about it, because that's where like drunk people went and frontline workers and
Hmm.
construction guys. It's like
Hmm.
the ground zero for like what makes America run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, diners crawled so Subway could walk.
They literally, yeah. So you already know, like, Subway doesn't have the fucking cojones to stay out open 24 hours, but
Hmm.
a diner does, and they have to implement rules like, you know what? No single pitchers. You have to
Yeah.
share, and sometimes if you're too drunk, you gotta get your homie to order for you.
What?
You gotta
Why
co-sign.
is
You gotta co-sign for the homie sub.
But Eric, do you know why Subway's so against all night establishments? Why, like, is the CEO, is he afraid of the dark? Like, why has he got such a small dick? Keep
Um,
it open, open the doors,
I think
reopen
because
America.
think about this, Ty. I don't think a sandwich artist, even though they do have a knife at all times, I don't think they're equipped to protect themselves in an event of somebody coming into the store and robbing them. Because, you know, once you are helping a customer, you have gloves on, your hands are sticky, they're slippery. You're locked in on making the perfect sub for your perfect customer.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And
one
so if
track
you're
mind.
like if you're like two wrists deep into the lettuce container and somebody walks in demanding for the bathroom key even,
Hmm.
like you can't help him. Like you're stuck.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're wrist deep in the marinara bucket right now. You're fisting that sauce, and You
Hmm.
can't just shift gears like that. And that's
Hmm.
why they're specialized. That's why they call them artists. Somebody should just hire somebody to manage a people manager, if you will, like product manager kind of role, a coordinator,
A
community
bouncer.
manager, a bouncer. Who you revisiting the bouncer conversation? But this
Dude.
is not about keeping the riffraff out or in. This is about just managing auxiliary requests from the patrons beyond creation of sandwich. So let the artist focus on their craft, and
Hmm.
everything else is handled by the coordinator.
Exactly. Coordinator is a great, job title for this position. Because it's kind of like those like pornos when stepsister is like stuck in like the dryer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sandwich artist gets stuck in lettuce bin, and it's like the franchise owner has to go and help her.
Oh yeah, you're it's Sandwich Hub. You can watch that on Sandwich Hub.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's like the sandwich spot hubbub. It's like that.
Hmm. Well, I actually have a very like also visual of this coordinator type persona. I'd imagine that they are male. They have chinos on,
Obviously.
slim fit, obviously. Um,
Indochino.
yeah, they got the Indo chino head to toe. They wear a watch, but it's not like a nice watch. It's like a a Timex.
Dare I say it? Dare I say it, an Apple Watch?
Maybe an Apple. They definitely have an Apple Watch. Thank you.
Yeah, but like not like the new one, like a third gen or something, like something they picked up on sale.
Hmm. Oh yeah, they got discount Apple Watch at Best Buy. They got
They're
a
they're the
Black
type
Friday
to
deal.
hold on buying the new AirPods. Like they like get they go for like the old ones, like even though the new ones are out. Like that's the kind of shopper we're talking about here.
Yeah, they're trying to skim a few bucks off the top. They're willing to make some compromises.
They don't need
They
the
drive
latest and
a
greatest.
they drive a like tasteful, safe, used vehicle.
Tasteful is a
Maybe like a
stretch.
Camry.
Exactly.
This coordinator type
Exactly.
sounds like they're really like easy to bully, but I
Hmm.
don't know. They want to be your friend a little bit. They seem like a nice guy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with, coordinator types. We all have a coordinator type guy in our friend group who is like the lovable virgin, you know?
Hmm. I've eliminated all coordination from my own personal brand, Eric. I've just completely stripped my brand of coordination as an element. I will not organize anything. I will not coordinate. I will not reach out. I will simply latch myself on like a loose black olive trapped in your sandwich to other plans. That's my mo moving forward.
Oh, so you don't mean like you are, remembering all your plans off the dome, but you were more so just like you don't have any plans and you were just going where the wind blows.
Yeah, much like when I walk up to the line at Subway and I'm about to order my sandwich, I'm just improvising. That's all life is.
Hmm. Well, let me tell you a little bit about improvisation, Ty. The other weekend, bringing this all the way back to modern Mexican. Have you ever been to El Guapo?
El Guapo. I love the name. Have I
Hmm.
patroned? Nah,
Have you patroned? Nah. But
nah.
El Guapo in Yaletown, Thai, is a ratchet establishment. I had no idea. I've been twice. The first time was during the strict rule of Bonald Henry,
Mm,
the dictatorship that we underwent in the last year,
mm-hmm.
which was pretty tame. But last time, Thai, I went and there were female types working on tables.
Working on tables.
Twerking on the table, Ty. Does that
I,
sound like COVID safe to you?
it depends on how far away the table was, Eric.
It was a safe six, but
Safe 6 inches away.
yeah, safe six or away. And this was fascinating. This, really made me realize that there are blurred lines when it comes to maintaining a safe distance in your bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Because these tables were 6 feet apart, but you know these women with you know titties as fake as the meat. They had titties
Got
as fake
some
as the
fake.
Impossible meatball. Okay, they had some impossible titties.
Yeah, some
They had,
fake turkey breast.
they had BBLs too, and I'm not talking about big bison legs. Okay, I'm talking about that Brazilian butt lift. You know what I'm saying? So they
Hmm.
had those, the double meat, if you will, and they were dancing on top of the booths, shaking their ass in our face from a distance. Um, and let me tell you, we improvised by grabbing the bill and leaving.
You didn't want none of that?
Well, let's just say this, Ty. We started our journey at El Guapo on the patio,
Hmm.
um, and we sat there long enough for them to close the patio, and then they said, "Well, would you like a table inside?" And we're like, "Yeah, of course. Like that sounds better." Move inside, and within like 15 minutes, it got to that point in the night where, yeah, girls were shaking their ass, drug dealers were slapping their ass, and Ty, we were running out of patience.
Oh, I bet.
Hmm.
Now were these ladies, were they hired teats, or were they patrons that got a few two shots of mezcal in them?
I think they were fellow patrons, um, who, you know what, might have gotten a little too gone off the buble.
Mm, as one does in Yale Town. I think what
Exactly.
you're speaking about, Eric, is a symptom of like a post-COVID society. We all went from like with meals, everybody was click and collect for like a while, right? And then we slowly became like patio patrons, and now the normal people are slowly working their way back indoors. But while they
Hmm.
were out, a select few of a subset of our species decided to stay inside the whole time. They created their own little
Hmm.
micro culture of indoor dining, and now us normies are walking back through the door, and it's not what it used to look like. They've taken over. It's an
You're absolutely
infestation of
correct.
twerkers.
You're absolutely correct. There was like a lot of confused people on dates, it seemed, and they were just looking around at like there was only really like three booths that were acting up. Um, but you're right, it's totally like a symptom of everyone else being overly sensitive to like actual fun and social
Hmm.
interaction,
Including yourself.
including me. I was not ready. If I had known what I was walking into, I would have walked in, with my best um, Atlanta rapper jeans.
Hmm.
Shout out Amiri,
Hmm.
and I would have been prepared. But I was dressed too nice. I was wearing my Marni loafers, some nice trousers,
Hmm.
and a tastefully distressed t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like
But
you're getting your one last use out of your like sweat fleece aesthetic before the vibe shift. Like the final run of your Fear of God sweat fleece set before retirement, the last game.
that's true. Except, that kind of outfit can like easily transition from like at home, chilling at home by myself to like going to the strip club because like
Hmm.
if you want to get your money's worth at the strip club, you wear sweats.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right? You don't want any pants that are too firm.
Exactly. You don't want to be like in the APC like 32-ounce raw denim.
Yeah, that shit's stiff, and you don't want
Yeah,
that to be the stiff thing.
exactly. You want to be wearing the Naked Sensations Fear of God the light Terry lounge pants.
Yeah, that shit's 100 GSM. That's where you want to be, like as
Dude,
thin as possible. Like it's a cold day,
absolutely.
but
Yeah, barely
you'll get
there.
by. Wow. Okay.
Uh
So that's a really interesting El Guapo experience, Eric. I can't say that I've had a similar experience at any restaurant, let alone one in Yale Town like that.
that's
It
true.
Do you have any do you plan on going back now? Do you think that you'll come better prepared mentally?
I will absolutely come back for a bachelor party. Or if, I'm just like, I just need to let off some steam, I'll probably do it. But the biggest lesson that it taught me, Ty, was that I am no longer opting out of a mask. I'm now opting into a mask.
Mm.
Okay, so by default, I am entering all situations with no mask until I am asked to put one on.
Well, Eric, I'm happy to report to you that you are part of the majority now. It seems like the Canadian convoy for freedom actually worked because Bonnie will be repelling, removing our mask mandates come this Friday.
Wow. I thought you were saying she was gonna resign, and I was literally about to stand up and cheer.
No, sir, but she has taken away all the rules. You are free, my friend.
Dude, that crooked wench.
I like Bonnie. She's a real maternal figure. I'm tired of you
No,
dunking
dude.
on her. She's my mom.
No, dude. Come on, you can do better.
You think I could have a better mom than Bonnie?
I could do that for you. I could
Yeah,
I
you want me to
could
call you mama now?
yeah, dude. I can, serve you some milk. No problem. We got milk to
You
go at Subway.
you do have the pecs of a mother.
That is true. That is true. Triple D's over here. Um, but you know what? I am excited that masks are officially done. But you know what? If you go anywhere, like literally anywhere that requires masks, they will still immediately ask you to put one on if you're not wearing one. Like it's almost like on like auto reply. Like it's like out of
Mm.
office reply. It's like you are immediately boom fired off. Like they hit you with the response. Like put that shit on, bro. Um, and I ain't having it, bro.
Mm.
I ain't having it
So,
anymore.
so you're not gonna do that a beta move where you fumble a bunch and go, oh, I'm so sorry, and then you check every pocket till you find a crinkly old used mask.
Mm. Well, sometimes I will keep it strapped. I'll have my hand on the on that thing. I'll keep my hand
Yeah.
on that thing in the pocket, like ready
Hmm.
to rock if they ask. But best believe I'm taking my time. I'm just gonna take 10 more steps into their building and I'm gonna like slowly put it on. And guess what? My nose is still gonna be poking out.
Wow, what a delayed start. Hand on the holster. You're ready to go, but you're not triggered until
Hmm.
someone else calls upon you.
I mean, the instant start is what is gonna get me through the gate.
Hmm.
Um, but there's no telling how long it's gonna take me to put it on. Like I might be done shopping by the time this mask comes on.
Right. It's a game.
It is a game. You just always have to look like you're obeying the rules. You don't actually have to obey the rules.
That's really great, Eric. I'm glad that you are this is like it's important for you to have a passion project, and I think this is like pretty close to that. I uncovered a new strategy the other day. Not unlike a surgeon making a quick entry and out, in and out of an operating room, I just hold my mask up against my face with my mouth, no straps to the
Mm,
ears. If you just have like position it in front of your face, you
hmm
can pass through any room without without causing a scene.
hmm Can you do that? Or, I'll do you one better. Like, can you do it with like your t-shirt? Can you just like whoop the
Mm,
t-shirt on top?
probably, I did it with a hat the other day. I think the rules are really starting to slip.
Ooh, that is true. I mean, I'm at the point now where even if I'm asked to put one on, like they're gonna have to ask me every time I take it off now.
Mm,
Like if I sit down to eat and then like I get up to go to the bathroom, like I'm not bringing my mask with me. Like they're gonna have to ask me to do that.
wow.
I'm opting in at every touch point.
One downside of this removal of the mask mandate, Eric, is now sandwich artists can sneeze on my footlong again. And that's a future we don't want.
Oh man, that is that is a harrowing sight. Like when they have to sneeze and they're like like they have two hands on your sandwich already, and then they
Hmm.
just like sneeze into their shoulder. Like that's like
Hmm.
nasty, dude. Like
That's
that's actually
nasty.
that's crazy.
Turn around and walk out. You do not want that footlong.
No,
I don't
dude.
care if it's a signature. Your favorite meats.
Dude, I could care less. I didn't pay yet.
That's true. That's the sandwich artist problem. But there's like so many things that go wrong around the mouth of the artist. A booger could fall out of their nose. They could spit
Mm-hmm.
when they say what vegetables
Mm-hmm.
toasted.
Posted. Um, okay, so question for you, like, how long does a sandwich artist keep your sandwich around if you like leave the building?
Mm,
Like if you
if you
say to the
bounce.
sandwich artist, like, hold on one sec, and you just like leave, like how long do you think they're gonna keep your sandwich like open and aerated?
Just yeah, just simmering on the countertop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. I would give it I want to give you an exact number here, but I need to think about the scenario. You just bail out. Do you give an excuse? You just say, I'll be right back.
And you say, hang on,
Hang on. And you
hang
walk
on.
out. As an artist, I would be feel obligated to hang on then.
Oh, that's true. I guess it doesn't matter to you, you know? As a
Hmm.
sandwich artist, you're like, I don't give a fuck if this sandwich is dry as shit. I guess you haven't gotten to the sauce yet, so it really doesn't matter.
I think like sandwich artists only think in 12-minute increments. So with that in mind, maybe like 48 minutes. That's probably a sweet number, give or take 12.
Give
At
or
that
take
point, it's
12.
like,
48 minutes, that's not bad. That's like, the amount of time between like now and my lunch break.
mhm.
And, come lunch break, I might eat your sandwich.
Yeah, if I think that's probably the move is that it has to be long enough that it's clear said patron will not return, but short enough time that that sandwich is still eligible to become the artist's lunch. Like maybe they can make a few quick adjustments, take off Eric's gross salami and add in a veggie patty, some real food.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take the
Mm-hmm.
the banana peppers off and add some bell peppers.
Mm-hmm. These are
It's
all good
basically
moves.
they're thrifting at that point.
Yeah, they're thrifting a sandwich because you know what? The owner is long gone, and all we have left is this, valuable footlong,
Hmm.
and someone's got to eat it.
Yeah, it's not going to be you. You left. You walked out. You're the deadbeat dad of that sandwich.
Daddy is not around.
Daddy's not home.
Exactly. I do want to speak to you about being at home though,
Okay.
um, because I did order some food delivered the other day as well, and I thought it was a great experience. Are you familiar with the Vancouver establishment Japadog?
Oh boy, am I! I've stomached many Japadog in my life. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
dude,
okay.
this guy's a
They're
Terry
mids.
Mayo fiend. You already know.
They only have one or two veggie options. But I like all the weird flaky things on top. So for the listeners, a Japadog is a Japanese hot dog. If you hadn't figured that out,
Mm-hmm.
it has seaweed and like crispy bits, and sometimes like I don't know a shrimp roll. It's like the weirdest glizzy you'll ever stomach.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Japanese glizzy, and yeah, you're right. It has all these like flaky shits on top, and that's like the most interesting part because it's
Mm-hmm.
like seaweed is like not found in any food except for sushi.
Mm-hmm.
As a white North American, it's rare to come across like any other foods that have that. So
It's quite potent.
Chapadog is great for that.
It's the perfect combination of exotic food and comfort food. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
hot dog, despite it being truly a foreign object. I'm very comfortably familiar
Mm-hmm.
with it. Seaweed, despite
Mm-hmm.
it being a completely like natural object, I am very like worried about. I'm scared of seaweed, Eric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seaweed's like a weird one. Like if it wasn't called seaweed, if it was just like if you just refer to it as like nori,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
That's
Like
way
that would be
better.
like a cool like Japanese like exotic thing. It's like or whatever. But I feel like some people are turned off by it just because it's weeds from the seed.
I know. I wonder if that'll change now that Daddy Trudeau has legalized marijuana.
It might. It really might, Ty. But anyways, like the point I wanted to get at was, ordering Japadog to my house was like great and everything. Like the food was good, but it
Mm-hmm.
really takes the magic out of going to like the hot dog stand and
Mm-hmm.
getting it, because that's like the weird part. Like it's like something super normal and stereotypic, like a hot dog stand, but it's
Mm-hmm.
Japanese and it's like interesting. It's like ordering
Yeah,
like a Subway sandwich on DoorDash. It's like it takes the whole fun out of it.
it's a good point. The spontaneity of the order. Japadog followed Virgil's 3% rule with the hot dog. If you think about it, they just made enough of
Absolutely.
a change to it that like your normal everyday sandwich, like Subway sandwich patron, like they can't find a catch up.
You're absolutely right. Japadog is servicing both the tourist and the purist, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Tourist because people come to Vancouver and they said like, "What the fuck am I gonna eat here?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Japadog is on everyone's list. I'm gonna go there. That's the
Mm-hmm.
tourist, and the purist is like a guy on his lunch break in the financial district who is just wants a fucking hot dog. There it
Mm-hmm.
is. There's a hot dog stand right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the only hot dog stand, except for like on Granville Street.
I don't think we have a normal hot dog stand anywhere in the city. I think Japadog just owns all hot dog and Japanese themed hot dog stands because there's no normal. Have you seen a normal hot dog stand?
Yeah, man. On like
Oh,
right by
there's
the
one in
beach.
English Bay. Yeah,
Yeah, there's one on
I've
the
ordered a few
beach.
dogs from there. Yeah,
Oh, dude, I love that guy. I
me
go there
too.
all the time. And there's that one, and then there's like a couple on Granville. There's like one on Georgia and Granville. That's like there usually during the day, and then
Mm.
later on at night, there's definitely hot dog guys like down the street.
A couple hot dog guys hang out by the stadium in the evening as well. My partner used to like get free dogs from them when she would like work in that area.
Hmm. Which stadium?
BC Rogers.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a dog in Midtown, head over to
Oh
Rogers
yeah,
by the
like right.
SkyTrain. Yeah,
Yeah, right by SkyTrain. Yeah. I know exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. We should
Wow.
make an app for this, Eric. Like where all the hot dogs are, and then there's a filter for just Japanese hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. I like this idea.
Think Fresh LLC is at it again.
Absolutely. This probably exists in New York. Like
Mm-hmm.
this has to exist. This sounds like
Oh yeah.
it's kind of like the first wave of like iPhone apps. Like that is like it would be like in the first wave of iPhone apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a Web 1.0 concept. You got these like glizzy goblins that just like really need their dog fix.
Like not even. It's just like novel and funny. Kind of like the iPhone app where it's like looks like you're drinking a beer. Do you remember that one?
Yo, I'm gonna re-download that right after this call. We're bringing it back.
That's like the best app for iPhone ever. Like I would
I'm,
rather have that than Google Maps, to be
oh
honest
yeah,
with
for
you.
sure, for sure. I'm gonna get Facebook off your phone. Delete Facebook right now and re-download the Pint app. I'm bringing it out this weekend, Eric. I'm gonna show it to everybody like it's the first time it ever existed.
Hey guys, check out this app.
We're bringing back the pitcher, baby.
Oh shit, we're going pitching. I love that, Ty.
It's really
Wow.
funny.
Ty, we have to talk about some big news, okay? This is like news that, you know, it's our worlds, all of our worlds intertwined, and it's dropping this month, and I just cannot wait to talk to you about it. This is like Think Fresh, like mission critical level information, okay?
Lay it on me, baby.
So, Ty, think of two brands you love the most.
Well, I'm not gonna say Subway, that's for sure.
Other than Subway.
Okay, Eric, let me tell you my favorite two brands. Your personal brand and my personal brand. And whenever they collaborate, it's incredible.
Please.
Would you like me to tell you what I actually think you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, breaking here first, baby. Both goaded perfume retailer Aesop and the man, the legend, the myth, Rick Owens are now collaborating on some sort of project together. First of all, two heavy hitting brands coming together. This is something to celebrate.
Hmm. The meeting of uncompromising minds, Ty. This is like the greatest collaboration of all time, I think. You know, greater than Ye and Future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Future
saying?
and Lil Uzi.
Better than Louis Vuitton Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is Aesop and Rick Owens, and it looks like they are dropping a candle. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, that is great. It also looks like they are dropping a travel kit.
Mm-hmm. Pocket-sized versions of Rick Owens' favorite Aesop products: the coriander seed body cleanser, the Resolute hydrating body balm, which is also a Thai favorite, and of course the shampoo and condish. It'll be coming in a cotton jersey wrap featuring an Owens coated gross green strip. I'm excited for that jersey wrap, Eric. It's like a little jock strap for your shampoo.
Hmm. I'm definitely
Ooh.
gonna be copying the candle.
Mm-hmm.
I actually almost bought one today, but I said, hold on, let me get that Rick Owens joint instead. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm just gonna fire at will here. I'm not even gonna smell this thing before I cop because I don't think I'll have time. I don't think I'm gonna have time to go to my local Aesop to sniff this thing for myself.
Yeah, you don't want to
Much like
sleep on this before the
yeah,
Owens stands come out and just piss all over our favorite brand, Aesop, the darling of Think
hmm
Fresh podcast.
absolutely. It's the only account we follow, and it's the only account we will follow.
It's true. We stopped following Subway a year ago and only started following Aesop on Think Fresh podcast Instagram. Uh, I want to read to you this quote from the Aesop press release, Eric, that I found really interesting.
Please do, because
Uh,
I got one right after.
okay. What might first appear a contradiction is soon revealed as a story of shared philosophies, a desire for serenity, a dedication to simplicity, and an appreciation of considerate, nonconformist design. That really resonated with me because I can't off the top of my head articulate the contradiction in Aesop and Rick Owens' sensibilities.
Um, can you try?
Well, I think that like one of them really likes to put like lines on their bottles, and the other one really likes to put lines, aka shoelaces, on their footwear.
God damn it.
That's the only like contradiction is like simply the medium in which they choose to put lines.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. The main contradiction that stands out to me is that I can imagine Rick Owens himself smelling one of two ways. Um, Either extremely nice, like literally smelling like a god,
Mm-hmm.
just a ripped, tanned god. Or, who is like 6'9", wearing his Rick Owens high top heel boots.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one possibility. Or that he smells like wood, like burning wood, like a cross burning, perhaps, and like very like beady sweat. Like
Yeah, I
that's
could see
that's
that.
the other way it could go.
Yeah,
Um,
like
and
he
as I read
escaped
this,
being burnt at the cross, but he got a little BO on the way.
exactly, like he, was literally stapled to the cross himself, but he, ricked through that, and ran off. Okay, and I get this feeling because it claims here, Ty, that it says the travel kit also debuts the Stoic Eau de Toilette oil. And I'm not sure what Stoic scented means, but I
I like the
imagine it's
sound
a
of
little
that.
sweaty. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
know you're
sweaty.
quite stoic, Eric. I think you're stoic, and I
I'm a
think that
Stoic guy.
You're a stoic guy. That's why I'm the heart and soul of this podcast, and you're simply the secondary character. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, stoic scented candles. That's so millennial.
Is it millennial or is it uh dark dark and royal?
It's a good
Wow.
question. This is pretty exciting.
This is like just the perfect collaboration of all time. Like I literally can't think of a better name a better collab. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could, Eric. Maybe if
Excuse me,
Subway
breadheads.
squeezed their sauce-covered fingers just right in between there.
Yeah. Excuse
A
me.
little menage a trois.
Mistake earlier. This collection is slated to drop on March 21st on Aesop's website and Aesop and Rick Owens stores. So I'm gonna need every one of you to log off on that day so I can instantly cop.
If Anonymous is listening, I'd like you to take down the servers of everyone else.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Question for
this
you,
is
Eric.
yes.
The candles, Aesop's like house candles
Uh-huh.
with the silly little quotes, they come
The
in
silly
at
ones.
a $400 Canadian price tag right now, which is admittedly high even for someone who's got his money up as much as I have. What do you think
Hmm.
the price point of this Rick Owens collab is going to be positioned at in Canadian dollar, US dollar, Bitcoin, whatever you prefer?
Wow. That's a great question. It's probably gonna be the same, bro. Think about
You
that.
think?
Yeah.
Wow. Aesop democratizing access to Rick Owens.
Hmm. I mean, all like luxury brands offer accessories, and accessories are the way to own a piece of a brand that's cost too much, basically.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think it's no different with, darling Aesop. Do these come in different sizes?
I think they do.
I
So,
really
but what you're
don't.
trying to, wait, they're only one
Wow.
size?
Yeah, dude. Wow. I can't wait. These kind of suck though, visually. I'm not gonna lie. The
Hmm.
current Aesop offering is like not very inspiring, like physically. The quote inside is like kind of hack.
Hmm.
Kind of
They
hack.
phoned it in a little bit, I think.
Yeah, dude. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm hoping that they really like that this Rick Owens version is a home run. I would like it to be my gateway drug into more of the Owens collection. You start with a candle and then you get into the geodunks. Next thing you know, you got the bed frame. You know how it goes.
Yeah, and you got the Kiss boots.
Hmm.
Wow.
So we'll see. We'll see. I
Ricky.
the sense of Aesop's candles, they are incredible, obviously. It's just like the form factor that leaves something to be desired.
Yeah. Like to me, I don't know. The Byredo candle offering, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I don't know anymore because the Byredo candle, while I love it the most, there is still a sticker on a glass cup.
Hmm.
And one thing I do like about Aesop is that at least it's like nice and ceramic and there's like an engraving on it
Hmm.
versus like a piece of paper glued to glass, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot subtler flex. If you think about candle labels, the same way you think about wine labels, the role of the candle vessel is simply to signal to other people how expensive the candle is. That's all it's supposed to do. So what the Aesop
Hmm.
holder is it's quite understated. It's for a if you know audience.
Hmm. I agree. This Rick Owens one looks like it comes in multiple sizes though, so that'll be interesting. And I think this will look beautiful on my coffee table. The palette is just like exactly what I need.
You mean just plain white?
Only a simpleton Ty would say that. Come on.
Excuse me.
Only a simple-minded person would be like,
Simple,
oh,
simple, simple boy.
very simple boy like you would say,
Like me.
wow, that is just a plain candle. But I, a design-minded creator, would
Mm-hmm.
see this and say, "Wow, that is barely taupe."
Barely taupe. Rain cloud.
Exactly. Smudge cloud. Grease
Mm-hmm.
bubble.
Light mayo.
Light mayo.
Rick Owens is, after all, a scent artist, so that checks out.
Oh boy, wow. I can't think of a better way to close this podcast than
Mm-hmm.
to just marinate in some light mayo.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited for the cop of this candle. I'll try to get online that day as well, March 21st, and hit this. There's nothing better than co-hosts with this that both have the same candle. I think that's really adorable.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
It really wouldn't. That's funny.
Shout out IKEA by Rito.
Once again, democratizing access to designer candles. Cool.
Hmm. Next time we link and build IRL, remind me to bring it.
We'll do. We'll light up.
Oh
Light up a
yeah.
bowl.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, King. This has
Alrighty.
been swell. Talk to you on Tuesday. You have a great weekend,
Alrighty.
sir.
You have a great weekend too, King. And thank you, Breadheads, for listening. Ciao.
Ciao.